Yo, what is up everybody, it is Saints Fan, and today I have some pretty cool news for you guys, and actually it's regarding TU12, and a couple days back I made a TU12 wish list, which a lot of people like, and I'll get more into that in a minute, but some things that I actually said in that came to be true, and what I'll put on the screen right now is a tweet from 4J Studios saying, for everybody asking, because I'm sure they're getting a ton of freaking comments and replies on Twitter and all that stuff, they're working on TU12 obviously, and they're saying it will be based on Java version 1.2.3 with a few features from later versions. And then they also said, they responded to somebody, horses won't be in TU12, they'll be in a later update. And I'll get more into that later in this video. But anyway, getting back to the whole version 1.2.3, it was actually an update, so what I'm assuming they're meaning is the version 1.2.1, which is the version, or the update PC got. And with that added, obviously, jungles, ocelots, iron golems, villagers can now have children if there's room in their village, zombie sieges, and then zombies will break down doors on hard and hardcore mode, so that increases the chances that we're actually going to get a hardcore mode. They had some new blocks, some different sandstone variations and some other stone brick variations. And they also added Redstone Lamps, which I know a lot of people want to see in the Xbox 360 edition. And one of the biggest things is because jungles came out, with the tall trees and everything, they actually increased the height limit. Now, I don't know how it works, excuse me, I don't know how it works on Xbox, because obviously the RAM, the hardware in the Xbox isn't that great, and that's why the maps are smaller. So I don't know if increasing the height limit actually, if that matters, if that's part of the RAM and stuff. I'm assuming it is, because that's more blocks that you can put, so I'm not too sure if they can actually do that, but if they can, that'd be freaking awesome. But that's some of the stuff that we could possibly be seeing in this update. And I'm assuming they're just going to add everything, because like they said in the tweet, after this update, everything from the 1.2.3 will be added into the Xbox version. So I'm assuming we can see all of that. And then moving on into the second part of the tweet, they said that they will be incorporating a few features from later updates on the PC version, and that leads to the whole thing about the whole wish list, which I'll link in the description if you want to go check that out. And that's when I was talking about, the 1.3 update and then the 1.4 update, and some of the features that were actually in those updates. So if you want to go check that out, like I said, link will be in the description, because that goes more into some of the stuff that's actually in those updates. But the couple of features that, me personally, I would like to have added from, the future updates, two things really. Villager trading, just because I think that would add tremendously to the game, and especially when we're playing like let's plays and just playing on survival to have fun, that would just make it so much better, because villages are pretty much there, they're just there for looks, they don't do anything except maybe give you wheat, but and then shelter sometimes. So definitely villager trading would be freaking awesome. And then me personally, I want to see adventure mode. Now I know that that's a whole different game mode, and I'm sure it's probably a lot more difficult than just making a couple of changes here and there in the code and stuff like that. But if they could incorporate adventure mode in this update, along with hardcore mode, if that's coming, that would just make all these adventure maps that we're playing on 10 times better. And that would just that'd just be crazy. And then I did tweet them, I do want to see this update, and so does every other YouTuber, because they all retweeted and favorited it. But I was like, I tweeted at Forge, I was like, come on guys, can y'all please put the abilities for anybody to join our games, because now when you host Hunger Games and stuff, you have to add somebody and then they have to join. Well, if they had the option where anybody could join that they had back in the day, we wouldn't have to worry about that, and then we could play with subs a lot more often, because that's the problem that a lot of us YouTubers, that we just don't like. We don't like having to delete people, because we play with pretty much everybody in our friends list most of the time, and we don't like deleting people, adding other people, and it's just a really complicated process. And if they could cut that out, that would just be awesome, and that would mean more time playing with you guys. So I would suggest, now don't spam them, because trust me, nobody likes spam, but just go to 4J's Twitter, link will be in the description, and leave him a nice pleasant tweet saying, please give us the option so anybody could join, so we can play with our favorite YouTubers or whatever you want to put it. That's just an example. But the last thing I do want to say is going on to the tweet that I'll put it back on the screen, the one that says horses are not going to be in this update. It'll be in future updates. A couple people, actually not a lot, a couple people put out videos recently saying TU12 is going to be the last update. and you know, wherever they got that from, that's their business. But from that tweet, we can clearly see that TU12 will not be the last update. 4J will continue to make you know, updates and progress Minecraft on the Xbox 360 edition instead of just, you know, letting it sit to the side and working on the 720 edition version. So that's good to know. They're not just gonna leave us in the dust, or whatever the freaking saying goes. I don't know. Anyway, before this video gets any longer, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and give this video a thumbs up if you are happy that 4J is actually sticking with us and not just moving on to the Xbox 720 edition. So let's see if we can actually hit 200 likes. If we can, that would be freaking awesome. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I have a ton of freaking Hunger Games content that me and Brethren and a couple other YouTubers were playing with some subs this past weekend, and we got some really funny moments and some really cool games. So definitely be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to see that stuff. I got some other adventure maps that we're working on. The build team is still going pretty good. We're still trying out people. So if you haven't already, go check out that video. I put that video out a couple days ago. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, it's your boy Saints for the Moat.